Alright, don't be looking at me like that. You're the one walking over here, just keep that in mind. Yeah, see? Hear that? It means don't attack Bella. That's what it means. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Vintage Story. I received a great tip in the comments on the last video that your hunger will deplete faster when you're holding a torch in your offhand. So if it's daylight, just simply put it in your inventory. Thank you so much for the tip, and I will try to remember to take my torch out when it's daytime. The first thing I noticed when I logged in today, the amount of rabbits surrounding my farm has definitely not decreased. I think we're going to have a lot of rabbit stew in our future. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rabbits trying to get to my crops right now. Would anyone care for some rabbit stew? I think I have a visitor in my house. Is somebody in here? Is some bunny in here? No! Yeah. Alright. I have a new friend. How's it going, buddy? Do you want some berries? It's okay. I'm not gonna... Shh, he's sleeping. It's fine. So now it's nighttime, and I was just doing a little bit of inventory cleanup when I noticed my clay vessel unfinished just sitting here. And I thought I might do an experiment and see if I break this down, will I get my clay back? Negative. Results are negative. You do not get your clay back. So that was kind of a waste, but now we know. It was for science. It was for you. That's why I did it. Ew. I was just thinking I was going to sit here and get something to eat, and it says rotten food. Now I have a bowl of rotten food. How disgusting is that? If I set it out, will someone come eat it? Yuck. How do you empty this? No, I don't want to eat it. So is my bowl just forfeit then? Okay. Well, if someone's hungry for some rot, there's some sitting outside. But how do I get it out of my crock? Alright, my goal for today is get some more cattails so I can make some more storage containers. And look for copper. Perfect. Cattails and copper. Two of my favorite things. Alright, don't be looking at me like that. You're the one walking over here, just keep that in mind. Yeah, see? Hear that? It means don't attack Bella. That's what it means. Okay, I'm gonna go my own way and you go your own way. Alright, let's work on my target practice. Ouch. Oh, I need to heal. Let me go get my spear, and then I'm going to go get him. He's going to get me. Ah, good. Good. Okay. I know I kind of made a truce with your friend, or your mother, or your brother, but... Oh my gosh, look at that. 17 meat. Alright, that was pretty good. I mean, that was bad. I wouldn't say I'm all that great at the combat in this game, but I gotta practice sometime, right? It is Cattail City over here. Look at all this. Might spend some time harvesting this up and then maybe head in a different direction to look for copper. I haven't really been that lucky with copper yet, but I'm gonna spend some time harvesting these and then I will meet you back. One of my fellow Aura Fury server members taught me that if you hold down Alt while doing some voxel crafting, it will keep you from bobbing your head around and moving your camera the whole time. That is super handy, and I really appreciate the tip. I really like that. So today, I think I am going to try panning for the first time. On my journey, I had a hard time finding copper bits. I need 40. I only have 13. So it's going to take a little bit, but I think maybe adventuring coupled with doing a little bit of panning will hopefully get me to 40, and then we can actually enter the Copper Age. Finally! So let me do some wandering around, and I'm going to look for some sand or gravel, and then I will meet back up with you. Okay, so I managed to grab 24 nuggets on the surface. I'm going to try my hand at panning and see how our luck pans out. Alright, let's figure out how to make a pan. Wooden pan. So a knife and a log. Knife. Log. Log knife. There we go. Wooden pan. And we've got our sand. I've got 6 sand, but let's just do 1 and see how it goes. So get a scoop of sand. And pan in the water. What did I get? I don't know what I actually got from that. Maybe nothing. Oh, I got a nugget! Yay! Alright, after panning all 6 pieces of sand, I was able to get up to 30 nuggets. So I still need 10 more, but as slow going as it is a viable method of obtaining nuggets for sure. So much time has passed already on the server. It's September now. So I really need to find a rhythm or a groove of how to deal with the time constantly progressing, even though I'm not able to play as often. My food is rotten. It's just, I'm not really sure how to deal with it, because I just washed this crock out and now it's dirty again. I kind of figured it was probably fall because the ground is all orangey again. Always having to do chores when I get in. 1.5 days in my inventory and 2.2 days in the vessel. So I absolutely have to cook and eat that today before I log off, or it's going to be yucky by the time I get on. I'm afraid that next time I log in, it's going to be winter. Okay, my plan today is to get 40 nuggets and create a copper pickaxe. So I'm going to do some panning and hopefully get a whole bunch of nuggets. Wish me luck, and I will meet you back when I have 40. My arms are so tired. I've been panning all day, but we did it! We got 40 nuggets! I feel like after all that work, we deserve a semi-warm / lukewarm home-cooked meal. So we're gonna have a red meat stew with boiled turnip and cranberries. All right, let's check our clay. Where's the clay? I only have 20 clay. Let's go dig up some clay. I have no shovel, of course. I have no sticks. Man, this operation is going downhill fast. Okay, let's get to work before it gets too dark. So, one of the things that we need to do to prepare for smelting our copper bits is we need coal. I'm sorry, we need charcoal. What is it called? I need to fill a pit with firewood and burn it over 1 day period of time, pretty much. I think it's like 18 hours or something. Okay, so my plan is to take 4 piles of wood, cover it up, build a campfire on top, and cover it up. Let that smoke for a day or so, and then we'll have the type of fuel that we need in order to smelt our copper bits. Now we need to create the clay items that we will need in order to utilize our copper. So one of the very first things that we're going to need is the crucible. This will actually allow us to smelt the ore on the fire pit. Okay, so the crucible is cooking in the fire pit now. I need to create some other items. Let's take a look at what we can make. So there are 2 items whenever you come into the Copper Age that you're going to need right off the bat. One is a pickaxe tool, and one is the hammer mold. So you need to make the hammer mold and the pickaxe tool mold in order to get started collecting more copper. Okay, that's done. Now I'm going to swap it for this. We need some more fuel. And now we can make the hammer mold. This is definitely one of the most satisfying and my favorite parts of the game. Okay, that's done, and we'll swap it. Now, after we get the pickaxe and the hammer, we can go out and dig up even more copper, which we can use to make a copper anvil. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on that item now, just so we can cook it and have it ready to go. Ooh, that was a lot of work, but we've got our anvil mold now. And the anvil mold is complete. So we still have smoke particles, which means that our charcoal pit is still in the works. Once it stops smoking, then it'll be done and we can actually smelt our copper bits. But in the meantime, why don't we use some of the bricks that we collected to create a, let's call it a house? No, let's call it a workstation. I was kind of thinking about making it up here, and that way I could sort of connect it down to my little dirt hut so that my two buildings would be connected to each other. Looks better already. Alright, I'm gonna build this for a little bit and then I'll meet you back and give you the grand tour. So I've demolished this entire ruin with my own two hands. With my own two bare, non-pickaxed hands. Bye-bye, ruins. Hello, upcycled new home. Not too shabby. And it looks like our charcoal pit is done. It is no longer steaming. And I've got charcoal. So we can uncover this now. And you can see 6, 7 layers of charcoal. Perfect. Let's go ahead and grab the crucible. Put that in there. And then grab the charcoal. That in there. I'm going to put 1 and see how long it will last. Grab the 40 nuggets. I'm just going to spread them across. And it's going to create 200 units of copper ingot, which is going to be molten. And then we're going to pour it into the molds after it's done. So let's go ahead and light it. And we'll be able to watch those melt down. So I just want to make a note that the smelting temperature is 1084 for copper. So the reason that we couldn't use wood was it only burns temperature up to 700. And the peat only gets to 900, where the charcoal will get to 1300. And that's why we specifically needed that in order to smelt the copper. 200 units of copper ingot. And right now it's hot, hot, hot. So we want to pour it into our pickaxe mold. So you hold shift and pour it in. And then we want to make the hammer mold. And those were 100 units a piece. So those will harden over time. You can see that their temperature begins to drop. It's kind of a slow going process, but such is vintage story. The copper has hardened and is ready to pick up. So we've got a copper pickaxe head, which we can combine with a stick that will create our very first copper pickaxe. Now we can do the same with the hammer. Grab that and handle that up with a stick. And now we've got a hammer. So the next goal will be to get enough copper in order to fill the anvil mold, which is 900 units of metal. So remember, we had 40 copper nuggets that created 200 units. So we have quite a bit of collecting in our future, but it will be so much easier now that we can dig the copper out of the ground. We can get in larger quantities. Okay, that about does it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Congratulations on your very first copper pickaxe. I'd like to invite you over to my Twitch channel. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 p.m. Central Time. It would be great to meet you. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. I appreciate all the likes and the comments and all the helpful tips along the way, so please keep those coming. I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.